to pursue a career in law because it gives me an opportunity to help people. When a client chooses us to represent them, they're entrusting us with a huge responsibility. It's our goal to exceed their expectations with our personalized service and to help them to achieve the best possible recovery to compensate them for their injuries.
That's where we come in. We come in and we solve that problem for them and really set them on the right track in order to try and get back to what their life was like before the accident happened.
And big applause, because we needed it for being able to make it. Again, we only had 7 days, and damn it, we made it back. What's up, everybody? Archbishop, sir.
What up?
Wait. I'm sorry. What'd you say?
What up, though?
Yeah, he did. He did it again. I got to calm down. Folks be telling me I get all excited. I do get excited, though, when we come on here, though, because it's like so much cool shit that we get to chop it up about. So I'll just calm my ass down and have a little sip of water and, calm my ass down a little bit. But yeah, man, I hope everybody had a fantastic week. I want to say, I know I did. It was busy as usual. I swear, just doing biker shit. People be like, man, for a dude that don't got a job, you stay busy as hell. But, it's that biker shit. Big Red. I see Big Red in the house. Where you been, Big Red? All right. But yeah, man. Shit. Well, how was your weekend? Y'all know I'm nosy. I got to know. How was your weekend, brother?
Nah, it was all right, brother. Got to work like always, but then, me and you got together earlier today with a little fellowship, so everything good.
I think that's the part that a lot of folks actually miss out, because we talk about so much stuff, but it seems like the part that a lot of folks might miss sometimes is that this brotherhood, this fellowship that we do, sometimes we're breaking bread, sometimes we throwing back a few, sometimes somebody got to get punched in the lip because they want to disrespect my brother. Sometimes we got to get on them scoots and get in a situation or out of one, but it's too much fun for a grown-ass man to be having on the regular like that. Don't you think? There's got to be a law against that shit.
Right.
But nah, it's all good shit. So to get the little business out of the way, we want to say, as we always say, our words are our words. This is that disclaimer we talk about. We're going to talk about a lot of different things, and our opinions are those of myself, Archbishop, any guests that we have on. These are our words, our opinions. They do not reflect that of any clubs or organizations that we may be or may not be associated with. So that's what we're saying. This is us talking about whatever the fuck it is that we talking about. That part. Did I say that shit? That's kind of right. That's about right. All right.
Yeah, you good.
All right. Cool. All right. John, what's that? Johnny Gal? How do you say that? Is it John Gal or Joanne Gal? I see somebody named John, look like Johnny Gal. I see Sassy. That's all right. I see Backbones. All right. I see Cigar Box Skinny. I see Miami. I see all right, all kinds of folks is coming up in here. Okay, folks, thank y'all for joining us tonight. We're gonna do a little something. Wanted to throw out just a little small update. We're working on a few different things. Of course, y'all know this governmental stuff that we've been delving into with all the different bills. And if you're in Florida, the bills related to the insurance companies trying to straight screw us over. There's another one that's actually that's favorable for us. It seems to be working its way through the House and the Senate, which is SB 709. Basically, is funding for motorcycle safety and awareness. The last time, about 11 years ago, give or take, a group called ABATE had control of that money. They were funded, and it was the first time in Florida's history that motorcycle deaths and accidents went down dramatically because they spent that money in grassroots efforts, educating not just bikers, but most importantly, people to drive cars and trucks, educating them on how to move and how to pay attention to motorcycles on the road, basically teaching them how to share the roadways. They went to motorcycle training classes. They went to DMV. They went to all kinds of different places, billboards, TV commercials, all like that. Motorcycle deaths and injuries plummeted. And then DMV found out that this money was available, and DMV been getting the money ever since. and they just take the money and they put it in their general fund and they pay people with it and don't do anything special with it. Like once a year they send somebody to a motorcycle riding course and go, yep, those are motorcycles, and then they keep it moving. They don't do nothing with it. So anyway, what we're working on is making sure that another grassroots organization like ABATE gets funded with that money so they can do something good with it. And so we're working on that as we speak. So if you're in Florida, contact your senator, your congressman, anybody in the House of Reps. Google that shit, find out for where you are, and just send them a message, send them an email, let them know that you want them to support 709. Tell them to support 709. Bikers' lives depend on folks paying attention. Anyway, had to get that out of my system, off my chest, like that. So yeah, Phoenix, what up, Phoenix? But yeah, we definitely want y'all to pay attention to that. And man, what about tonight though? We were talking about what to talk about tonight, and I'm pretty sure, I think Archbishop, you wanted to talk about strippers and midget strippers. I think was supposed to be the topic of the show, or was it? That might have been me. I'm not sure.
I wasn't actually. I mean, that is a pretty good topic though. I like midget strippers. You know what I mean? So I mean that will be a good topic. Right. But no, not today. We ain't talking about that today.
I'm at another time with that one.
Right. We'll talk about that in July after the birthday party. We'll talk about the midget.
Oh, Lord of mercy. All right. Yeah. That's coming. But I tell you what we're really talking about tonight is like this though. Because we're blessed in the sense that me, Archbishop, we're brothers, and we got a whole bunch of other good brothers. Some people say bros, every bro ain't your brother. We heard all those little catchy catchphrases, but the truth of the matter is, when you are blessed to be a part of an MC or any organization, really, but of course we're concerned with MCs. But when you're a part of a good MC, you're blessed with good brothers or even good sisters, depending on how your club is set up. And people get, as a matter of fact, here's what the description said on the show. I'll read it, try not to mess it up, try not to sound too retarded. But anyway, so we've all heard the PC answer whenever somebody asks, well, why did you join the motorcycle club? Well, the answer is brotherhood, right? I mean, that's what everybody says. That's the reason everybody says they join, right? And isn't that what it is? Well, why is it that brotherhood is the word of choice until you're mad at that certain brother, then everything goes out the window? I mean, so like, why can you only be brothers when things are peaceful, calm, cool, collected, easygoing, and all like that? Gotta think about that. How come that ain't your brother no more? Because you mad, or because he mad, right? So that's what we're gonna chop it up a little something about tonight. What does that look like? Like why is that? Why does that work? You just gonna throw somebody away because y'all mad right now, or should you have dropped his ass a long time ago? But that's what we're talking about tonight on the Big Boneyard, and we definitely want to hear from y'all because everybody out there then had this situation come up, so y'all don't get shy now. You speak up and say your piece. The phone number 310-870-8994. If y'all want to come on, give us a call and share your opinions, experiences, comments, all that kind of good stuff. So Bishop, this was your subject that you like, hey man, let's go ahead and do this. So what made you come up with this idea?
I've been for the past week or two, I've been getting texts and phone calls or whatever, and it seemed like all of them was basically right around the same thing. It was, you ask about a certain bro, oh man, fuck him, I ain't, I don't deal with him no more, or you ask like, hey, I seen such and such down the way, whatever, tell myself what's up, oh man, fuck them, I don't deal with them,
Mm-hmm.
That was a lot of the conversations that I've been getting, and I was sitting there thinking like, why? Okay, so now these were people that was in all different kind of clubs,
yeah,
but still had the same thing in common. So you sit back and you think like, okay, I know for a fact of how many throughout the years, how many prospects that you can see when you first start talking to them. The first thing they say is that they're here for the brotherhood and like brotherhood, loyalty, sense of purpose. You know, we know by being in the military that those words were meant and was done by people that actually went out here and actually did the damn thing.
Right.
And we did our job to the fullest. I think a lot of times this day and age, people use that shit as a catchphrase. It's something that sounds good, but not what you really mean. Because you know, the first time that you got a disagreement with a bro or a sister, or you know, they don't agree with you, or they don't rock with some of the fuck shit that you trying to pull off, or vice versa, then you just basically wipe them off. You know what I mean? And half of them was making so bad. You got people in these chapters that has been in a chapter with them for a number of months, sometimes years.
Yeah. That
other than the fact of going into a club meeting, has never dealt with them outside of that clubhouse.
Wow.
They never broke bread with them or nothing. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, so where is this brotherhood that you portray? You know what I mean?
Them clubhouse
right.
brothers.
How can you be my brother when you don't? I mean, if I called you right now and I said, hey, I need you to come to my house right now, but you ask me what my address is because you don't know how to get here. Yeah. But you've been my bro for a number of years. How you not know where I live? You know what I mean? And vice versa. You know?
If you move, I'll give you that. But you know, if you move, damn, I don't know your new address because you just moved.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. But no, I feel you though. You know, as you were saying that, I was actually what came to mind was there's a certain, I ain't gonna call no names, but there's a certain female club that they got different chapters. And I noticed that the one chapter in the one county, whenever you saw them, you know, they'd be doing their thing, but it was that one particular chapter. Even though I knew, man, don't y'all got another chapter right down here? Sometimes there was big events, like Harley had a big old thing, and you'd see this chapter right here, and then you see that chapter right there. I'll point the finger a little bit. You see the Pasco chapter of them ladies, and then you'd see the Pinellas chapter of them ladies, and they'd all show up to the same event, like Leesburg or Harley Davidson was doing a biker build off or something like that, and they'd all show up, and those chicks wouldn't talk to them, and those ones wouldn't talk to them. And I say, hey, and you know, me knowing folks from both, oh, you know, so and so, da da da. I just seen so and so over there. I don't fuck with that bitch. You say something to them, hey, yeah, you know, it's so and so. I don't fuck with that bitch. And the whole chapter is like, now, same pat, you know how we are. We say one patch, one club. That don't always apply. I mean, and the thing that's funny to me about that was the first time I think that I seen a whole entire chapter, you know, like icing out or acting real funny with a whole entire other chapter. But yet y'all sisters in the same club. How does that work? And that shit's been going on for years. I'm like, man, yet they all still, you know, dues paying members in the whole nine. It makes me go, what if somebody else, somebody who don't wear the same patch as both of those chapters, decided to just start running around and smacking all their asses in the face? They're gonna stay in their feelings, or they gonna, you know, get over their damn selves and come together? You never know. I mean, but that's the thing that goes on. So it's not just guys. My point is that it's not just the brothers, it's the sisters too that sometimes need to get at some little attention. But I guess the question is, well, why? How is it? And because what you said was 100%. You got these cats that's been in the same chapter for sometimes years, don't know nothing about a certain bro, don't fuck with a certain bro. They've been in the same chapter for years. And he couldn't tell him, he might not could tell you nothing about that other brother outside of what he sees in the clubhouse. You know, maybe once or twice a month or something like that. How does that even happen?
Number of reasons, actually. You know, like sometimes I try to figure it out myself because, you know, I feel like sometimes I got to dumb myself down for other people. You understand what I mean by that? Mm-hmm. Because when you actually get to a full explanation of some shit, they're going to look at you like deer in the head, like they don't understand what the hell you're talking about in the first place. So you got to you got to simplify it and make it more elementary to where you understand the words that's coming out of my mouth. You understand?
Yeah.
So now I know some that you could, like, you literally in the same room and walk in and shake hands with 10 out of the 12 people that's there. Now I know you see them. I know you see them, but you choose not even to address them. You know what I mean? But these are the same ones though that when push comes to shove, will actually stand in the paint for you.
Yeah.
You know, because you know every chapter got certain ones who you know automatically that if push comes to shove and the shit hit the fan, they're gonna be there.
Yeah.
Then you got some that wouldn't throw a brick in a blackout. It happens. You know what I mean? So with that being said, you need to know everybody in your chapter. Everybody. Because that same person that you ignored, or that same person that always has to walk to you and speak to you because you can't find it in your purpose to come over and speak to them, it's the same one that you're gonna need one day. And when you need them, what if they turn around and give you the fuck you like you done did them all this time?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then they're the ones that's wrong. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, I went to him, man, and he told me go fuck myself. Well, hell, you've been doing that to him for the past 2 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
now, you know, I was going to ask you too. So I know the protocol of it is like this: you come into a room, unless you're a lifer, you know, like some of us. And by the way, sir, if I might take a moment, congratulations, sir. Much respect on many years of getting it the fuck in. I got Archbishop, Mr. Lifer, sir. You know it is. So what happens now, if you come in the room, you know, if you're just arriving, anybody who got their ass sitting down, they should get the fuck up and come over and greet you, because a lifer just came in the building. That I'm just speaking a little protocol without going all into stuff. But ordinarily, for regular Joe Blow peons, when you walk in the door, you know, if you're the one coming in, hey, make your rounds a little bit. I mean, you might not be able to hit all 75 motherfuckers that's in the room, but you know, certain folks, hey, how you doing? You greet them. They was already there. You just got there. Just like your mama used to tell you when you was a little kid. Go over there, you know, greet a couple of folks and then, you know, keep it moving. That's kind of like the protocol of it. I'm saying amongst your own club, it's a little different. You know, some other things come up when there's other clubs. That's different. But you come in the room, hey, how y'all doing? You know, if you sitting down, somebody come in the room, you would expect them to greet you, right? But what you just said is true. I've seen it 100 times. Where you got folks that'll come in the room, they'll talk to their homeboy, and that's it. You be sitting there like,
right,
nothing, right?
Right. Like, so, I ain't standing here, right? Like you don't see me, right?
Yeah. So
I'll walk up and smack shit out of you, though. You see me, won't you?
Right. And then act like what I do wrong. Well, protocol dictates that you was already wrong. But I guess the question is, what if anything do you do to start correct? Just that one thing right there. What if anything do you do to correct that that sort of behavior? Can it be legislated, or is it the sort of thing where you need to pull somebody to pull a coat? Like, what do you do to get a motherfucker?
You know what? I don't even got the time or the energy to pull somebody's coattail and ask them why come you ain't speak. But this is what I do.
Yeah.
I purposely walk up to you and make you speak to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I purposely do it because I know even though you don't want to do it, and you're going to try to avoid it at all costs and have to, you know, to get up out your seat or to even acknowledge that somebody's standing there, I'm going to purposely walk up to you and I'm going to make you say something to me. You know what I mean? Because to me, that's the win the whole thing. Yeah. Because I made you do something you really didn't want to do, but you did it anyway because you didn't have a choice to do it. Yeah. You know, like I told one last week, every time I seen him, he would never speak first. Now I would walk in and I would speak to everybody, you know, and even if I don't shake your hand, I'll look at you and acknowledge you being there, like, what's up, bro? You know what I mean? Like that, but I'm acknowledging everybody is there. This one here, every single time they sit there, won't say a word, and then you walk up to them and you say something to them and you make them speak to you. So last week I seen the same one, and like I said, I walked in, I spoke to everybody, and he was sitting there, and I walked up to him and I spoke to him, and I went and I shook his hand. But when I shook his hand, I told him, "This is the last time I'm gonna speak to you first." And he looked at me like, "What do you mean?" I said, "You know exactly what I mean. This is the last time I'm gonna speak to you first."
Yeah.
So when he came back in a couple of days later, I was the first one that he went and spoke to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was like we didn't have to have no long drawn out conversation. I said what I said, you understood what I said, and then you applied it later. You know what I mean? Now, should you have to do that with grown people? No, you shouldn't, because a lot of times these people aren't speaking to you not because you done something to them. It's because something that one of their homeboys done told them because you don't agree with something that they done, or you know, you and him done had a situation. So now they feel, because you got some people that you just can't be friends with everybody. You know what I mean? Like I can't be friends with you and then be friends with him because I know you don't like him, so I don't like him either. You know what I mean?
Because we in the third grade.
Right. Which is third grade bullshit. I can't be your friend because he ain't your friend. You know, I mean, shit, I'm 48 years old. You know what I mean? I done had friends, I done lost friends, and I got more friends than I can count. You know what I mean? One who don't want to be don't make me no damn difference. Don't care. Not gonna lose no sleep about it, none of that shit.
Right.
But you know who to come to when your ass in trouble though, right?
Oh yeah. Man, I've seen that more times than I know how to count.
And that's one of them things you be like, oh, now you want to talk to me. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like now you want to. Oh, what's up, bro? What's up, bro? Hey, by the way, this shit, that shit, the other shit fucked up. And by the way, would you please? But but that's a fact though, because I what we was just talking about, for those of y'all that didn't catch it, is protocol. In the MC world, we live and die by protocol. That's the thing. It's not something that is always done in civilian society. Like people have gotten less and less and less manners, less and less and less polite. And it's not even about being polite and sweet and friendly and all like that. It's just, hey, you somebody, and actually Big Red just said respectfully, I don't have to like you to protect you is my motto. Speak to everyone. Don't have to break bread with everybody though. And that's a fact. I mean, that's part of it. But
because respect is the number one thing in this whole MC thing is respect. And one thing that I learned years ago is that you respect everyone until it deemed necessary to be disrespectful. You know what I mean? So you give everybody a certain degree of respect until they prove to you that you don't need to. So actual disrespect has to be in order. But you always give the proper respect, because you know what I mean? It's how they say that respect is earned, not given. It's based on how you move out here, how you move, how you carry yourself, how you deal with other people, how you talk to people. So just because you may have on the same thing I do, don't mean that we ace boom coon. Don't mean I don't have to do the shit. Now, my number one thing will be to make sure that you okay, make sure that you good. Now that's just me. What I mean? But I know some that wouldn't piss on you if you was on fire.
Yeah, fact.
But if you ask them the question as to why, they couldn't give you one.
Now, Welder just asked a great question. He said, doesn't that fall on the president of the chapter to make sure everyone is getting along and making sure everyone knows who's who?
No. And I'm going to tell you why.
Tell us why.
Your president deals with the outside of the chapter. They deal with the politics. Your VP deals with the day-to-day operations of the chapter. Now, here's the thing though. Now you can jump in and try to mediate some of the things and try to get it hashed out or whatever. But you really shouldn't have to. You know what I mean? Because once again, like you're saying, you're dealing with grown ass people. You shouldn't really have to mediate. Okay, well, why are you mad at him and why are you mad at him? You really shouldn't have to do that. You should be able to just go to him and pull him to the side and say what you're gonna say, and be in both parties like, okay, I understand what you're saying. This is the reason why. This. 9 times out of 10, a simple conversation could end a whole lot of the stuff.
Yeah.
They just choose not to. You know what I mean? So you rather carry around that bitterness as opposed to just getting it off your chest and move on. You know what I mean? Or it gets to the point that you have to just show your ass on somebody and scream and holler at them because you done took enough. Like man, like I done heard you talking shit for all this time and I ain't said nothing. I gave you benefit of the doubt and I let you live. But now I done got to the point I really don't give a shit. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be one or two things. Either we're gonna solve this shit or we're gonna go outside. You know what I mean? One or the other. You know what I mean? And it shouldn't have to come to that, being the fact that you're supposed to be brothers. It shouldn't have to come to that. But it never should have got to the point that you have to show off on them anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because generally, a lot of the stuff that's going on is really actually high school and grade school bullshit. You know what I mean? Because and what happens? I'll give you an example. Let's say you got 2 bros or 2 sisters, whatever. They done hung around each other for years. They done shit together. They done dirt. They done traveled the roads together. They done everything you can possibly think of. They done together because they've been best buddies for a number of years. Now, let's say something comes up to where they ended up not being friends no more, whether it was a guy involved, a girl involved, or whatever. Now, the one that's scoring, what they gonna do?
Yeah, facts.
They run straight out and tell all your shit, tell all your business, everything, everything that y'all done, and you done swept that shit up on the rug and put it in the closet and hid shit and everything else. Guess what? Now every single thing that you done came out, and you sitting there like, for real, this the shit that we on right now. You know what I mean? You mad at me over this shit?
Yeah.
Why you telling her? You know what I mean? So you tell everything like some get back. You know what I mean? That's just crazy.
It is. I'll tell you. I have. There's some cats I know that you know. I'm gonna censor myself. It's some cats I know who, good, bad, and indifferent. You know, we done did some dirt together, did some good shit, had some good times, this, that, and other thing. And for one reason or another, you know, we went our separate ways. They ain't even on the set no more. And if somebody asked me, hey, is it true that so-and-so did this thing? And I know full well that so-and-so did do that thing. I mean, I don't even know. I don't even know. I'm taking that to my grave because at the time in which we was doing that dirt together or whatever, that's more about me than it is about him. If that was supposed to, if nobody was there, the rule that a lot of us go by is if you wasn't in the clubhouse or wherever when that went down, then you don't need to know about it. If you wasn't there, you don't need to know about it. We don't need to talk about it. And I'm not gonna, this is just a me thing. I'm not gonna use that opportunity now because I'm mad, he mad, or we ain't cool no more, or whatever, to let me get him now with this thing that I've been holding on for 5 years or 10 years or whatever. No, just shut the fuck up. You know, give it like you get it. You know what I mean? You give respect, you get respect, but you got to have some respect for yourself first. And guess what? If you're gonna snitch on, it don't matter whether you snitching and putting somebody's business out in the street 20 minutes after it happened or 20 years after it happened. You know, a snitch is a snitch, and a man is a man. You know, so shut the fuck up. You know, like we said, damn, I wish I was wearing that shirt. You know, pay your dues, fuck with your bros, and ride your shit. If you do those things, a lot of the other stuff has a tendency to work itself out. But like you said, that little 3rd grader shit where you want to, you know, I'm mad, so I ain't talking to him. The hell? I ain't saying you got to be best buddies, but protocol and cordiality dictates that you act like a grown-ass man about situations.
Exactly.
Phoenix don't know nothing about that. Phoenix saying facts. What you know about that, Phoenix?
You know, everybody came in here for the same reasons.
Yeah.
They all came here for the same reasons, and for most, I would say, it's do this because of the actual love of the club and what you represent. You know, now what you make yourself as in the club depends on who you are as a person. You know what I mean? So let's say if you got a little class about yourself,
Yeah.
and you know, a little eloquent with your words, or you know how to, I mean, you don't know how to talk to people, you know how to problem solve, you know how to deal with situations, then that's going to put you in one category. If you just here to, you know what I mean, party and fuck around, okay, cool. We got a lot of them. Then you go in this category. You know what I mean? You trust the people for who they are.
Yeah.
But know that you know them well. Like,
Right.
make sure that you have them in the proper category. You know what I mean? Because not everybody who claim to be your friend is your friend. You know what I mean? Some of them only be friends with you just long if they can find out something on you.
Yeah. Not every bro is your brother.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, now back when I was younger, and we used to, it was like a group of guys that I used to hang around with, and they were all older than me, and I was the youngest one, but they follow me because I'd be into shit all the time.
Right.
But one thing that they told me before I hung out with them was they was like, you got to go do some dirt in front of us because you can't go and tell shit on me because I know some shit on you.
Right. Let's see. Hey, hello, and thank you for calling the Big Boneyard. You got Big Bone 1%er, you got Archbishop 1%er, and I think you got some midget strippers. We're not sure, but hey, who's calling us tonight?
Hey, what's up, homeboy? It's Black Dragon and Midnight Ghost Rider from Charleston, West Virginia.
Man, what's up, Black Dragon?
Oh man, it just shit, man. Your boy, y'all hitting some nerves, good nerves, because I'm sitting here with my homegirl, man, and we that's what we talking about too. But then y'all talking about it too. It's like motherfuckers be doing that old punk shit, man. And 2 days when they ask in trouble, who they call? Oh, Boogie, they call me. Oh, we need you. You know what I'm saying? And straight up, man, I'm sick of this shit, man. You know, talking behind your back, jealous because I can't help it because you ain't got a goddamn bike. Get a job, motherfucker. You know, this bunch of bullshit be going on, man. I love y'all brothers, man, and both of y'all, man, and keep up the good work, man. I ain't gonna keep you on here long because I want to hear the good shit y'all talking, man. Very positive, and I'm loving it, man.
Black Dragon,
so,
man, we love you, man.
Go ahead.
Keep watching. We appreciate.
Yeah, I still gotta get over to West Virginia.
Okay, hey, I gotta get some new tires for the bike and shit, but I'm gonna try to send you some money, man. You know, I gotta get me some new tires and shit, but I'm gonna try to send you something, man, when you come on the show and shit. Send you $40 or something.
Man, hey, we appreciate it, brother. We definitely appreciate it. Archbishop was just saying he trying to get out there to West Virginia to fuck with you, man. So don't disappear when he come pounding through there. Don't disappear now.
I promise. I promise on my mama I won't disappear. I can't go nowhere. I won't go nowhere. I'll be right there with y'all, man. If y'all come to West Virginia, please, yes. I will not disappear. Disappear for what?
Yeah, hey.
It'll be an honor to meet you, man.
Yeah, that's what's
both
up,
of y'all.
Man, look, we appreciate it.
I ain't gonna hold you up. I appreciate you, man, and I love y'all, brothers, and that's for real, man. Keep up the good work, y'all. I love you, Archbishop. You got so much knowledge, man. Straight up, man. Keep up the good work, y'all. I'm gonna let you go now.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate it.
And you know, one of the things on a sidebar that I actually really do appreciate, because you know, for those of y'all listening, me and Archbishop, we kind of, you know, we be doing biker shit. We ride motorcycles and get all around the damn country, and when we do, it never fails that we meet. It don't matter what friggin' state we're in, we meet folks that watch the show all the time, and it's real. Everybody's got some real cool stories. And I swear, I feel like I want to make a movie, a documentary or something on some of these folks, you know, because while they think that we're interested and they like the stuff that we say, I'm amazed by them. I love hearing from the folks that watch this show, man. They and Midnight Ghost Rider, Black Dragon, man, we coming to fuck with you one of these days. Like I said,
Oh,
look,
yeah.
and remember, you
Yeah,
will
he right
call
there
him
in
up.
my stomping grounds, man. I know all about
Yeah.
that little area right there.
Look, tell him we're gonna talk cash shit if we come out there and he disappear. We talking cash shit about you that very next week. You know? But yo, man, but yeah, I'll tell you what though, man. One of the things I was wondering though, and I mentioned the ladies earlier. One of the things that I see sometimes that gets these brothers beefing. Here you go. I know this is a shock, but women sometimes they getting their feelings behind a chick somewhere. And you know, we did the show about we did a show some time back about wartime brothers versus peacetime brothers. And the overall opinion is that brothers who've been through like the war, you know, brothers who've been through a lot of shit together, they have a tendency to move different. Ones that hadn't, oh, they're gonna fight behind a woman and all kinds of other shit with a quickness. But what is it that makes the women get at each other's throats though? I mean, like, because I know that happens a lot. What is it?
The opposite of what you just said.
What's that? Some dude?
The dude.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean, think about it. Most guys get into arguments over these women. Now here's the thing though. The one who starts the beef over the girl,
Yeah.
it ain't even your girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You doing some shit that you shouldn't have been doing in the first damn place.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So here's the thing I never got. Now, if you know, okay, there's a girl there, let's say she's somebody's old lady, PO, another sister of the club, whatever. And you know that she got to do it, or she married, or she engaged, or, you know, they've been high school sweetheart, whatever the situation is. And you know for a fact that this is what's going on.
Right.
But you still turn around and try to spit game anyway. You know
Knowing full well,
knowing full well, eventually your ass is gonna get caught. And when you get caught, you're gonna get that business. And then what happens? The villain becomes the victim. Because don't nobody pay attention to the other shit that's going on. They only pay attention to the end result. You know what I mean? So you come out of pocket and you disrespected me by trying to come at my old lady, and then I do something to you, but everybody see me coming at you. You know what I mean?
Right.
They don't,
now you the bad guy.
Right. Don't nobody see the rest of it. You know what I mean? So then now this dude here who been sitting here, you know what I mean, putting in the little DMs and slipping little text messages here and there, or waiting till you walk off to walk over and say something to her and all that shit. Now he crying foul.
John said the meat. He's bringing him the meat.
You know, so that's what a lot of it is, for real.
Yeah.
I mean, 90% of most beefs that go on within these chapters dealing with guys, it's always been about a female. You know what I mean? Now, on the women's side, it can go about the same. You know what I mean? I know a guy, I ain't gonna say his name, Lord help him. But he was a damn female support club or female chapter killer. Cause I'm telling you what, he would dip his ass in that damn club, and before you know it, you give it 6 months, they done. 6 months. I mean, he would destroy one. You know what I mean?
I've seen that happen before.
So when a new club started and you knew they was all female, the first thing you told him, man, stay the fuck away from over there, because we already know what you're gonna do. You're gonna go right in there and you're gonna destroy that damn club. But the same thing happens on both sides. You know what I mean? It ain't just the men doing the shit. You know what I mean? Women just as shiesty too. They do shit too.
Yeah.
They ain't innocent.
Equal opportunity. Equal opportunity.
Motherfuckers just as gangsters we are. They come
Hey, Facebook user says, and hey, on Facebook, if y'all periodically throw your name out there so we know who you are, or go to your settings and allow StreamYard or whatever it is access so that they can say what your name is. We'll be able to see it right here. But the Facebook user says, a confident woman intimidates some other women. Some women don't like it when she's no longer the center of attention. So that's coming from somebody.
That goes both ways too.
Yeah. You
know, and the advice I would give you on that is, don't let my confidence interfere with your insecurities.
Right on, right on. That's one of those. What do they? Wait, what? It's not a jewel. It's not a gem. It's what do we call it?
The what now?
It's no that thing you just did. You just dropped some gems, some jewels, some bishop type knowledge type shit, and I forgot what we was calling it. But anyway, it was some good shit.
I mean that's a true statement though. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
You know, everybody got their own little to them. You know what I mean? Everybody got their own little swag on their own. You know what I mean? Their own confidence level. You know what I mean? Now take like a woman for instance. You can tell the confidence in a woman without her saying one word. One word. She don't gotta say shit. You can tell.
Oh yeah.
Her walk alone speaks for her. Her walk, because you know most of them, the ones that's super confident, they got a walk that you can see a mile away.
Oh yeah, facts.
They ain't shuffling. They ain't doing this. I mean, they got a. It's like a synchronized strut.
Right.
And you can see it a mile away. As soon as you see it, you're like, yep, she confident as fuck. You know what I mean? Everything about her like screams confidence, and not have to say a word. Look,
the sexiest thing, I've said this before, sexiest thing about a woman is confidence. And you always see it. I remember, and this is gonna sound nuts, but so years ago I was in a certain business, and I had my office was inside a strip club, believe it or not. And there was this one, she was a dancer, you know, exotic dancer, stripper, whatever. She was a swinging pole technician. And this chick was about, I'm not exaggerating, about 300 pounds. And she made crazy money. She made crazy money. And people would say, other girls say, well, how did that so-and-so, this, that, nothing, da. How's she making all that money? And I'll tell you why. Because she walked through the building like she was worth $1 million. She'd get on that stage and act like she was everything that she believed she was. And she would do her thing, and them cats would break her out. They'd turn into straight ATM machines. And this one girl was like, I don't get it. You know, look at me and look at her. Why does she make all that money? And I'm struggling here tonight, and look at that girl making all that money. And there's one thing, confidence. She was confident about the way that she did everything that she did. And that's the thing some women struggle with. But if you I always say, fake it till you make it. You know, if you're not confident, convince yourself that you are. And eventually you probably will be, but I'm telling you, confidence, that's what you was talking about. Confidence changes everything, and do what you got to do to embrace some confidence. Funny thing is, confident women don't have all that kind of drama and all that old silliness. Just like bros who are confident in who they are as men and brothers, they don't got time for all that bullshit. Right. Like when you said to that dude, hey man, this is the last time I'm gonna come over here and do that. That's the words of a confident man. You acknowledge it, you see it, you see what he's doing, and then you advise him, hey man, correct your shit. Kept it moving. You don't got to say it no more. Your confidence speaks volumes, so that's the thing. But now, if we got so what about when you got these when I say new or when I say young, I don't mean necessarily young chronologically, because you got some cats that's coming into the club, they're 45 years old when they got there, right? And then you got some other guys who might be 25 when he got there, but he got 10 years in the club. So the thing that I see a lot of times, those insecurities and that little, that little hating shit that causes brothers not to be brothers, but brothers turning into bros, and then backstabbing, all that old bullshit, right? A lot of times that's from cats who hadn't been in this thing for a minute, who focused on the wrong thing. How do you fix that? Like new guy, again, chronologically or otherwise, you got a new guy who's on that bullshit. What, if anything, do you do to fix it? And you said earlier, that's not the president's job. No, that's, that's where your older bros and your lifers come in. Mm-hmm. Because, once they see that, instead of them condoning that, they should frown upon it. And it should be the older guy's responsibility to pull you to the side and to school you
in the way that you should, like it's supposed to be, kind of like back in the day when we were youngsters and we were running around doing whatever. And what did you have? Some old dude that was sitting there watching you the whole time, be like, "Hey, young blood, yo, let me holler at you." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That ain't how you do it, player. You got to do this. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And,
A lot of them old dudes, man.
They ain't taught you what you needed to know. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's everybody's responsibility in the chapter to make sure that stuff like this, once you see it, you nip it in the bud then. Because you got to think, a house divided will never stand. So as long as you keep this going, you know what I mean, is you just adding a crack and a crack here and a crack here and a crack here until it gets too far out of whack to where your foundation is just gone. So it's the responsibility of everybody, you know what I mean? And that's not like, like some young guys actually have a good head on their shoulder. Some of them come in there thinking that they know everything and don't know shit. You know what I mean? So that's why you tell the new ones when they come in, like, don't say nothing. Just sit back, listen, pay attention. If you got a question, wait till after the meeting, ask us. We're gonna school you on how this is supposed to go. You know what I mean? Don't just jump up and just get to running off because you don't know what you're talking about. You know
I tell the new guys, I always would say to the new guys, man, look, what you got going on in the next 5 years? You busy? You say, no. I'm like, all right, cool. So out of the next 5 years, take the first one of them. That first year, sit down, shut up. You got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. You're supposed to listen twice as hard as you talking. Fall back. And I'm a talkative motherfucker. So my first year, I did just that. I sat the fuck back, shut the fuck up, and tried to learn a thing or two. Just like in the military, fall back, learn something, speak when spoken to. That's not a disrespectful thing. That's a discipline thing. If you can figure that out. By the way, Retro said most haters are confused admirers.
That's true too.
Boy, that's
true too.
Right there.
That's true.
Hey, if we can, Archbishop, I want you to tell us about. There's a certain thing that you got a hold of that I want you to tell us about, if you could. But if y'all don't mind, we're gonna take a quick station identification. It's not even that. What do you call that shit when we?
Yeah.
Give us a minute.
We was coming up with these ideas. That's the different stuff that we was gonna do. We always talk about t-shirts and little stuff like that. So there is a person that comes on and watches the podcast. She's always on there, and I came to her with an idea that I wanted to do, and this is what she came up with. Now, this is an actual tumbler. Everybody knows that's what you use. Keep your cold drinks cold, your hot drinks hot, whatever. But I gave her the idea that I wanted, and this is what she came up with. So check it out. Now, it's not up for sale yet. This is just a prototype. But before we did anything, we wanted to ask you guys, what did you think about it? Is this something that you guys would want? And if so, then we're gonna smash the gas on it. But like I said, she spent a lot of time on it. Like I said, I gave her a call. We tried to work out some stuff, and I'm like, listen, this is what I want to do. And the answer back was, say less, let's do it. And this is what she came up with. I think she did a damn good job on it. And it's not
that's pretty hot.
Right.
Hot right there.
I mean, it's not no cheap cup. Like I said, like this is real good quality, and she put a lot of work in these. And anybody who knows people that make stuff like this, you know that that's not something that you just throw together. It takes time to do. So, right. But the question is, Boneheads, what do you think about it? Do you like it? Should we smash the gas on it, or should we not?
And and what we'll do, if y'all say you're digging it, what we'll do is we'll put together like a merch page on the Big Boneyard, and we'll make it so that y'all can buy that with what do you call it? Like your Visa, MasterCard, or the damn what do they call it? Cash App or something. We'll put it together for you. But so when we still got a few things, we still got some t-shirts and some other things. We got hold on, where's this thing? We got these, which I friggin' love these. But now this was the original version, but this is the classic, and that what do you call it? This is classic, and that was like Super Coke or whatever. I don't know what you're going to call it, but that shit is hot. But anyway, hey, y'all give us a second or two so we can hear from the folks that back us up and support us right quick, and we'll be right back.
I decided to pursue a career in law because it gives me an opportunity to help people. When a client chooses us to represent them, they're entrusting us with a huge responsibility. It's our goal to exceed their expectations with our personalized service and to help them to achieve the best possible recovery to compensate them for their injuries.
That's where we come in. We come in and we solve that problem for them and really set them on the right track in order to try and get back to what their life was like before the accident happened.
Yeah, so we got some good shit coming, but y'all need to let us know. Hey, Garrett says smash the gas on it. Phoenix said she's still working on her t-shirt. Archbishop said something like, I believe what he said is he don't like Phoenix, and she'll something. I don't know what that was about. I don't know why he said that. Hang on one second. Hey, hello, and thank you for calling the Big Boneyard. You got Big Bone 1%er and Archbishop 1%er, and who we talking to tonight?
What's up, guys? This is Austin Turnbull.
I'm sorry, who's this?
Hang on, let me.
Okay.
This is Austin Turnbull.
Oh, Austin, hey, what's up, man?
Not much. I was just calling to let you know, or to holler at you for a minute. I really like that cup and enjoying the show. Gaining a lot of knowledge, man.
Man, thank you. We appreciate it, man. And look, we see it on here every week, so we definitely love hearing from you, man. And so the cup was hot. What do you think? You need to go ahead and smash the gas, or is it a big pass? What do you think?
I think you need to go ahead and put it up for sale, man.
Okay. All right. Well, brother, we appreciate it, and we're gonna hear from a few more folks. And if y'all want it, we're gonna do it. I personally love it. But I'm biased though, because it's all beautiful and gorgeous and shit. But that's just me. I'm digging it all over the place. But yeah, man. So
all right, man. I'm gonna keep watching the show.
All right, man. Thank you. And that was Austin Turnbull. Now, Risky from Free Runner said, I agree with AB. He goes, respected, experienced members have the responsibility to guide the new patches how to handle themselves. If they're worth their salt, they'll listen. If not, maybe they don't belong. Okay, that's some facts. Right? And then hey, Garrett said, what up though? And hey, our brother Moore from up north said, peace. Some people going to have to learn about respect the hard way. And now that's something else that folks don't actually get, because like in our lifestyle, education can sometimes be painful. Don't have to be, but sometimes. Speaking of somebody from Facebook, it's Brett. Brett said, sometimes it's hard to demand respect from the bros, but as a PO, I demand respect from the women. They need to know before they step, I already have a strike against me as a woman, them being a white woman. So I'm confused. So I am confident. And because of this, helps me balance my strike. So say if Brett, don't nobody, girl, everybody like you, except for me, because I'll fight you and stuff, but everybody else likes you pretty good. I don't know. What's this? Somebody said love the cup. Cody says smash. Sassy says smash. Big Red says that cup is fire. And let's see here. We're getting some feedback. Cigar Box Skinny says smash the gas on it. Phoenix said, nope, don't listen to Phoenix. She said something about her t-shirt. I don't know why she said something about Archbishop hates her.
They have not.
No.
Okay. Let's get this. Let's get this put out.
She said make it a t-shirt too. She said make it a t-shirt too.
Yeah,
that's what Sassy said.
That's a good idea. That's something else. That's the next thing we're working on. Now, here's the thing. We have not gotten the shirts in yet. Somebody else makes them and they send them to us. We have not got them yet, but we do have a list of the ones who we're supposed to give them to. So as soon as they come, we will get them to you. So it is not our fault at this point. Now, before you can blame Bone,
yeah,
before you can blame him, can't blame him now. They haven't got here yet.
Johnny Gal has a question. She said, "Wonder if it'll come in different sizes." Are you talking about the cups, or are you talking about the cups? Or are you talking about the shirts? Because the shirts will definitely come in different sizes. We've ordered those in everything from schmedium. From the shirts are coming in from a small to the female shirts. I think go up to a 2X. I think we might have got some 3X. I can double check, but the guys' shirts are all kinds of different sizes. I think the smallest size for guys is a medium though.
Now she's talking about the cups.
Okay,
now,
about the cups.
Now with the cups, we're working on various sizes to see exactly what size that we can give. Okay, so you have like the 22-ounce cup, you got the 32-ounce cup, you got a 40-ounce, you got a 64-ounce. You know what I mean? So the person that's doing them right now is kind of experimenting to see how big they can do them. So once, like I said, the picture that we sent you, the video that we showed you today, that was just a prototype. Now they're working on some stuff to see exactly what's the maximum size that they can do to be able to still keep the same quality, you know what I mean, without the picture blurring any and all that, to where it can be a high quality, you know what I mean, cup or tumbler. So it hasn't been said yet. Like I said, as soon as that gets done, we will we'll put it out. Actually, we may have I should have one, and Bone should probably have one by our next show, so we can actually show you the actual thing. Like I said, sitting here holding it. But like I said, we have the lady that's working on that. She's working diligently on trying to get this done, and then trying to figure out the cost ratio based on how many of these can we get in at these various sizes and stuff like that. So, you know, I mean, it's a little more stuff that's being worked out with it, but we'll have a little bit more answers about it next week, and then we'll have the actual, you know what I mean, live version of the cup, so you can actually see it. You know.
I will say also on those cups, and I'm not going to talk it to death too much, but on those cups, those are like the really nice ones that have like the metal stuff, like, you know, like the ones that you might get from like a high-end store. It's got like the metal, that chrome looking joint on the inside, so they're very
Like
well made.
Stainless steel inside.
Right. That's what he said. But yeah, but other than that, oh, by the way, if y'all are here and you're watching, a lot of folks are watching tonight, and yeah, we definitely appreciate it. But take a minute, and it takes 2 seconds. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Definitely share this show. You know, of course, everybody's making comments, but share the show. Hit the like button. And if you have not already subscribed, I never liked your ass if you didn't subscribe already. But go ahead and subscribe if you didn't do it already, because, you know, if you're watching on Facebook, jump over to YouTube and just sign up so that we can, you know, it helps the algorithm, helps us out with the numbers and all that kind of good stuff. But other than that, I guess, Archbishop, if you was to put it in a nutshell in regard to this show tonight, man, what would you say to just kind of put in everybody's radar about this brotherhood versus some other hood? Like, what does it really mean? What do people need to know?
I think the first thing is that you all know the reasons why you came into this club, any club. So the thing you should ask yourself is what's going on more beneficial than your obligation to your club? Now, if it is, then you know that you shouldn't even be in the club at all. If your club means more than the frivolous shit that's going on, then you also know what you need to do. You know what I mean? This ain't something that we have to sit here, but this ain't something that you got to come on Sunday to get somebody to tell you about. This is stuff that you should already know. This is common sense 101. But like I said, a lot of times common sense ain't common. You know how to work this out. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, they say do unto others as others do unto you. So with that being said, you already know that stuff is going to happen. Not everything is going to be peaches and cream. It's always going to be disagreements. Hell, you got disagreements at home with your family. You know what I mean? You have disagreements with your wife or your boyfriend or your husband, but guess what? You come back home, don't you? Y'all work it out, right? You know what I mean? Now, an argument doesn't last 2 years. A grudge doesn't last 2 years. Y'all talk about it, you figure out a solution for it, and you move on. Same thing goes on with this club thing. There is no difference. This is a family as well, and you handle it as such. And if you do that,
you choose the family
and you use the right, and you use the same mind frame that you use how you would handle your situation at home, this here is easy. But do the same that you want somebody to do to you. I mean, if you want somebody to dog you, then that's what you're gonna get. If you want respect, you give it. You know, it's not that hard.
Right on, right on. Well said, man. And you know, I think one of the things that a lot of folks miss, and I said it a second ago while you were talking, apologies, but this MC thing, man, this is the family that we chose. It's still a family. It's just a family that you chose. So what I'm babbling about that is the piggyback on what you was just saying, AB, is that, you know, brothers fight. Brothers have always fought since the beginning of time. Cain and Abel, we could go all the way to yesterday. Brothers fight. That don't mean that has to, you know, it doesn't have to be the end all to be all or anything else like that. And in fact, sometimes fights are healthy. It's sometimes good. Sometimes you need to get something out of your system. Sometimes, you know, sometimes that brother needs to know something he's fucking up and somebody needs to let him know. And sometimes you're the one fucking up and guess what? You need to know too. But either way you want to look at it, just because you have a fight or just because you have a disagreement, you know, you don't got to do that little pussified shit where you snitching, you know, whispering behind somebody's back and all like that. That ain't grown man shit. That's not grown woman shit. Confront that shit, settle it, and keep it moving. And then after that, guess what? After that, get the fuck on your motorcycle and ride somewhere. You know, go ride somewhere, pound the ground. You know, a lot of bullshit gets settled on the road. And and with that, we got to tell y'all we've been at this for an hour, and we just definitely appreciate y'all coming and hanging out with us, chopping up with us a little something. Definitely we're gonna have that cup. That's I think it's gorgeous. We definitely go more. We see you, brother. We definitely gonna make that available. You know, we're waiting on all the details, but yeah, good stuff coming.
We'll have the details about it next week. Next show we'll have more details in line for it. Also, to let everybody, just to remind everybody, you know, a couple weeks ago I was talking about that biker build off, that contest that I've been that I've been in for the past couple weeks. Now, I done went from the top 75 to the top 5.
Woo!
There's a couple more days left before they go to the quarterfinals.
Okay.
There's a couple more days before the quarterfinals. You got quarterfinals and semifinals, and then the actual thing. So we almost there. There's I think like another 3 days left before they pick the ones for the quarterfinal. Right now, I think I'm in number 2 in the group. So, but we're trying to get number 1, because if we go number 1, we don't got to do the wild card thing. If I stay number 2, I got to do a wild card session and then go from the wild card over to the quarterfinals. But boneheads, you on here, you see it. It's on the Facebook group thing. Go on there and vote. The vote is free. It is free. You hear that? Free.
Right.
Go on there and
But
vote.
how much do it cost to vote though?
Free. Free.
Right on.
Now, you know, look, they do have other things on there, like you can do like a warrior vote. If you then they have like certain days, like you can do a warrior vote, and they match dollar for dollar, and you know that money goes to the Warrior Project for disabled veterans and stuff.
Oh, the Wounded Warriors.
Right. That's where that money goes to. But the overall prize on this bike is, you can get up to $125,000 for this bike. Now, we need to win this bike. So
Facts.
we got people on here. They come on here every day, every single week. They faithful. They come on here. We got thousands of people that watch this show even after the live when it's syndicated. Got thousands of people to do it. Go online and vote. It is free, and you get a free vote every day. So every 24 hours, it's free. You can talk to other
please
folks.
help my brother get this bike and/or this money. Help him get this bike because I want to borrow it. I'm just saying. So
so they do all the customization. I mean, basically, what they'll do is that they would fly you there, and you tell them exactly what you want, and they price it all out. But you have up to $125,000 to spend on this bike, and that's what they're gonna build. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I'm doing this bike for my brother who passed away a few years ago, but my actual blood brother. So, you know, I've been pushing it, and I'm thanking everybody who's already voted because you done kept me in the running for all these weeks. But it's getting down to the crunch time now, to where they went from like the original group was 75.
Okay.
Now it's down to 5.
Wow.
So it goes from that. Here in a couple of days, it goes over to the quarterfinals, and then the semifinals, and then the actual finals. So you still got 3 more rounds to go, but we need to up them votes up though, because more votes you know what I mean, more votes that come in, better shots you have.
So, brother, and again, we know you've got the information on the Big Boneyard Facebook page. If y'all are on, matter of fact, hopefully we can over the course of the week put some information out, like right here on this channel. We'll do it during the week, just to remind folks, make it easy and available for you. It is in fact free. So yeah, y'all help a brother out. That would be that. Look, how cool would that be? And the way I understand is, when you win this bike, we're gonna do a show, and we're gonna show that vote or show that bike. All right. People are voting right now. Miami just voted for you. And
we're gonna do one
Jason
right there
for you.
We're gonna do an actual show right there while it's getting done. So
okay.
So we go, but we definitely need to win this bike.
Yeah.
I want to win this bike. You know what I mean? Not because I don't have a bike, because I got plenty of them.
Right.
But there's a reason behind this bike. You know what I mean? It's more of a personal thing to me. You know what I mean? And I need this bike.
Hey, Steven Stahl said, "I've always vote every day." That's what's up. Steven Stahl. And look, for those of y'all that's doing it, I see Miami's voting. Jason, all right, Welder RP. Okay, we're getting some votes in tonight. All right, that's what's up, man. Y'all keep it up. In the meantime, look, we love y'all. We appreciate you, and we're gonna see y'all again probably in about 7 days, something like that. That many days. Hey, y'all be out. We're gonna be out. Y'all be easy. We're gonna see you in a week.